right, welcome to this week's part 2 of Chalk Talk. I know the board's probably just a little bit small, so I'm talking through it. It's also in your playbook. If you have any questions, just kind of watch and listen as I talk through it. But we're going to be going over our Vegas package on defense. That's going to be our 5-day pressure package. For those of you who are new to the team, you'll learn in the other videos. I run a pressure defense. I think that the best way at this level to make offenses uneasy is to get to the quarterback. So that's what we're going to do. This is our Vegas package. I already have it drawn up on the board, so we're going to go over the fundamentals of it, right? So for those of you who are new, 5-3. Our Vegas is a 5-3. You'll learn in the other videos. 5-3 simply means we have 5 people on the line and 3 linebackers, right? So 5-3 simply means 5 line, 3 back, right? That's what that means, right? So in our 5-3, let's start with our corners. Corners, as always, nothing has changed. If you have a guy, you're in man coverage. In this depiction, you both have a guy, you're in man coverage. Safeties, your job, it's the same. Flow to the ball, right? The ball goes this way, you go this way. The ball goes this way, you go this way. Find ball, hit ball. Don't let anyone get behind you, right? Safeties, your job is really simple. Let's go ahead and talk about our linemen now. So defensive ends, I want, if there's not a tight end, you're going to line up on the outside end of the tight end in the C gap, right? C gap. Tackle, you're going to line head up to the B gap. This tackle is going to line up head up to the center and become a true nose guard. Vegas is the only package where we have a true nose. And then the other defensive end is going to line up head up to the opposite side B gap, right? So this would be the weak side defensive end. Everything would shift, and then one of the linebackers is going to come down and get on the line. Or I'm going to make a substitute. I'll call the linebacker off, and I'll send the lineman in and tell him where to go, right? But we're going to have 5 on the line. And then pretty much you're going to line up in our normal Tampa set for the linebackers, middle linebacker, and then lined up there, right? Your assignments are really relatively simple. Middle linebacker, you're going to be in your simple spy zone unless you see a run, and then you're going to the A gaps. Remember in the last defensive video we went over run fits. So your run fit is whichever A gap this tackle doesn't take is yours, right? So if you see your tackle go to the left side A gap, your gap to control is the right side A gap. If your tackle goes to the right side A gap, yours is now the left side A gap. So whichever A gap your tackle doesn't go to, is going to be yours, okay? That's the middle linebacker's job. My outside linebackers, y'all are going to go to the outside where the D gap would be, and y'all are making sure nothing gets to the outside. So as soon as their quarterback starts his cadence, y'all are going to start creeping this way, right? Start creeping out. And then the second he snaps it, you're exploding and make sure nothing gets to the outside, right? That's your job. Wrap them up, make a tackle, right? Perfect. And then for everybody on the line, you're rushing the gap that you're lined up in. Lined up in the C gap, rushing the C gap. Lined up in the B gap, rushing the B gap. Lined up in the A, rushing the A. Lined up in the B, rushing the B. Will is rushing the C gap, right? Because technically speaking, the Jack would have the D gap. So that's going to be the 5-3. You're going to line up. From a lineman, you're going to line up in your respective gaps. You're going to blitz your respective gap. And then my outside linebackers are maintaining the outside. They have D gap responsibility. My middle linebacker has the self zone for passing, or he's filling in the A gap, whichever A gap this center or this nose guard doesn't end up getting. Corners, you're lined up in man coverage. Safety, you're flowing with the ball and making a tackle, making sure nobody else gets beside you. The only way this works, right? The only way that this works, guys, is if we explode fast, right? Explode fast, hit hard, and pack tackle, right? Right? We can't be slow. The second that ball is snapped, you gotta boom, get off and go, right? Explode down. We gotta hit hard, make them not want to get hit, make them scared, and then pack tackle. All that means, pack tackle, is 11 guys to the ball, right? Wolves hunt like a pack, right? Right? So we're the wolves, so we're going to hunt like a pack. So if the ball makes its way out here, right, while the will should be, or the jack should be the first person who gets there, this corner should get off and everybody, there should be 11 guys here, right? That's the plan. But that's going to be the Vegas package. Again, 5-3. It's in the defensive playbook, so just line up in your gap, blitz your gap, corners and man coverage, safety in the shell, float to either side, make sure nobody gets behind you. Outside backers are maintaining the outside with the middle linebacker in the middle, flowing to whichever A gap the nose guard doesn't go to. Relatively simple. That's going to conclude the actual formation section of the defensive videos. Soon we're going to get into like actual scheme type stuff, hand signals. There will be a whole video on hand signals next week so that parents who have paid attention or want to know, you'll know what I'm calling or you'll know what's being called. But soon we'll have a lot of defense done, and I'm going to start doubling up on offense so we can get our offense ready to go by the time the Jamboree rolls around. But again, that's going to be the 5-3 pressure pack, also called Vegas. And the kids know it's called Vegas because when you're sending as many people as I'm sending and the way I'm sending, it's a gamble, right? So Vegas and yeah. But yeah, that's going to be that. Please, if you have any questions, rewatch this video, rewatch the other videos about the other defenses, message me. I am available to talk. I want to talk with y'all. I want to talk scheme with the kiddos. If they have any questions, please message me. I will answer the kiddos' questions because again, like we went over and it's longer, that's why this one's shorter. Knowledge is power, man. So the more knowledge we add, the better we're going to be. But other than that, that's going to be the defensive video for the week. Thank y'all for tuning in for these videos. I know they were longer this week, but there's a lot of us, and we got to start getting the reels rolling because I'm starting to... I'm getting ready, but I'm starting to feel that pressure. All right. Thank you for tuning in to Chalk Talk with Coach Duke. As always, I'm Coach Duke, and Coach Duke out.